Speaking of billionaire owners, though, Toto Wolff and Christian Horner apparently battling it out for a huge stake in Alpine. Fresh new chapter has cropped up in the professional rivalry between former Red Bull team boss Christian Horner and the Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff. This time over a chunky stake in Alpine. Horner has been reported for months as trying to buy the 24% stake of Alpine owned by the Atro Capital Group. A lot of headlining names like, Anthony Joshua, I think Ryan Reynolds, a couple of guys from the Chiefs. A lot of celebrities basically are within this capital investment group that own the team. According to the Telegraph, Mercedes, hopefully this is the right one. Yes. According to the Telegraph, Mercedes have emerged as the latest surprise bidder of the stake in this team. So why Mercedes? Why would Mercedes even be interested? It's speculated Mercedes are looking to turn their newly minted engine customer into their B team, similar to how Red Bull and their Racing Bulls team function, or the V-Car team, a little more easy casual. Dynamic McLaren boss, your boy, Zach Brown, has stood in opposition of, by the way. But this would still be a minority ownership in the Renault group, who still own 76% of the team. This would create an opportunity potentially to place developing talent for Mercedes, though, in an established team, provide their ability to prove their ability basically before making the jump to the senior team. Mercedes kind of done this in the past with Williams. It's also worth it for them to have a little bit more sway in who they're working alongside. I can see why they might want to, have their own investment in the team rather than having Christian Horner in charge of it. But why does Horner want it? Big question. Simply, it's a way to get back into F1. Horner wants to get back in. He was ousted as the team boss at Red Bull last year. He was the face of the team in one form or fashion after the last 2 decades. Helped win 8 drivers' championships, 6 constructors. He's got a lot of sway, a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge. He wants to be a member of a more senior role within the team. So, Kevin, what do you think about this heated rivalry, this little new professional drama?
I don't like how you said that.
Between the team bosses.
Definitely not a heated rivalry. It's awful. That's just terrible. Yeah, whatever keeps Christian Horner out of the sport, I'm down for. I don't think it would be the end of the world if Mercedes had a B team. They used to have Williams kind of as their B team, but Williams is kind of on their own now. So I don't think it'd be the end of the world. They got to do something with all these incredible drivers that they have, I guess. So, and Alpine.
You don't want to see Christian Horner back? You don't want to see the villain of the grid back? I don't know. Look.
Let's take Flavio Briatore and put Christian Horner in, so that way there's a total good guy difference.
Dude, the league of super villains, you know what I mean?
Let's replace evil with slightly less evil, possibly.
But it would be such a
instead of Franco Colapinto hearing "F you" from Flavio Briatore, he'll hear "screw you."
He can hear "get out."
Horner.
He can hear "get out."
Get out.
Horner.
Yeah, a little different,
dude. The league of supervillains that are Alpine, adding Christian Horner into the mix, it feels so natural.
Let's just have him. Let's just have him be a co-team. A co. Oh no, I'm blanking.
A what? You're blanking on words?
No,
words are hard today. I messed up earlier.
Just have him be a co-team principal with Flavio Briatore. Just him and Christian Horner just absolutely wrecking shop in Alpine.
Well, that's the thing, because Briatore doesn't want to be the team principal. He's kind of fallen into this role because he thinks everybody else can't do it. But he apparently doesn't want to do it. And I don't think that Christian Horner wants to come back to be a team principal either. But between the two of them, if you're Alpine, I feel like the more natural choice would have to be Horner, right? Horner at least has won a lot of championships. Look, I know Briatore won championships back in the day too, don't get me wrong. But Horner's won them more recently. I just think that his leadership style might be a little bit more transferable rather than the "I hate you, please leave" of Flavio Briatore. It's a little bit softer coming from Christian Horner. The "I really just don't like you, please leave." But look, all this to say, I think it's worth noting there's still a lot of other stakeholders apparently, or bidders, lurking in the shadows for Renault to consider, all with motivations of their own for their own stake of the Enstone-based squad. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what happens here. If you're curious about the value of this stake, by the way, The team is estimated to be worth between 1.5 to 1.9 billion pounds. So that would make it near quarter of the team worth almost 450 million pounds. So that'd be a really, really, really hefty investment, regardless of who gets this. I don't know that Christian Horner necessarily has his pockets full of money to make this happen. He would probably be a part of a consortium of buyers as well, but he'd be the headline face of it. I'm really curious to see what happens, though. This has been a story that's kind of been developing for months on who is going to buy into Alpine or maybe take over that stake. What do you guys think is going to happen, though? What would you like to see happen with the Renault ownership, with the Alpine ownership? I'm really curious what the TLPs think.